This is One News Now. High-profile inmate Raymond Dominguez was found dead at the New Bilibid prison earlier today. The Bureau of Corrections confirmed that the convicted carjacker was found lifeless inside his cell at 6:20 a.m. Bucor spokesman Gabriel Chaclad said Dominguez died of natural causes based on initial investigation. Last year, reports circulated that the high-profile inmate died of COVID-19, which the Bucor immediately denied. Local government units in Metro Manila are coming up with ways to address vaccine hesitancy among their constituents. Let's see the different local leaders or how the local leaders are dealing with this in JC Cosico's report.
The city government of San Juan visited Barangay Once on Friday morning to conduct an on-ground COVID-19 vaccination campaign and registration. Residents are divided about receiving COVID-19 vaccines.
Gusto ko dahil that's one way of prevention kung ano ko yan sa COVID. Yan lang ang purpose ko. Dahil alam natin na first time nagkaroon tayo nito sa worldwide pandemic.
May mangyari sa kanilang hindi maganda, may adverse effect, may pampagamot sila. Ako, pag nagkaroon ako ng hindi maganda epekto, wala na. Diretso na ako.
San Juan Mayor Francis Zamora says the LGU will allocate funds for those who will experience adverse effects. At least 25,000 residents have pre-registered for the city's local vaccination program.
Meron na po tayo 150 million pesos na pondong nakalaan para sa mga mamamayan natin na makakaranas ng anumang reaksyon na ganito. So wala ho silang dapat ikatakot o ikabahala.
It's likewise all systems go in Makati City. Its consent form states that the vaccine manufacturer has no liability should a vaccinee experience side effects or any complications.
Standard po yung consent and waiver for the vaccination. So, hindi naman ho namin sinasabing pag na-hospital kayo, hindi namin kayo tutulungan. That's not what the waiver says. It just says that you are informed, you know that there will be allergic reactions, you know the risks.
Navota City has also prepared necessary forms for the inoculation program. Mayor Toby Tiangco reiterates that vaccination is not compulsory and that they will treat those who will experience adverse effects.
Kung may allergy, kaya sa ospital na kaagad babakunahan, no? Para kung magkaroon ng allergic reaction, hindi na siya tatakbo sa ospital, nasa ospital na siya. The hospital has the budget and will treat those that will have adverse effects.
In Pateros, around 52,000 residents are expected to receive COVID-19 jabs, but only around 6,000 individuals have so far registered for the free vaccines.
Once we started rolling out these vaccines and the people will see, Sec. Charlie, that these vaccines are really safe, then they will gain the faith and confidence on this vaccine and they will definitely volunteer later on or on a later date to get vaccinated.
For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
An infectious disease expert says the country's impending shift to modified GCQ status might be a little too early. In an interview with One News Now, Dr. Ron-Jean Solante of San Lazaro Hospital's Infectious Disease Department said that it would be better to assess the COVID-19 situation for another month. Solante also noted that if there's really a need to open up the economy, we should prepare for a surge in infections, just as what's happening in Cebu. The expert also called on the government to issue clear guidelines for the implementation of protocols in high-risk areas such as public transportation and cinemas.
We do not know yet what's the trend of the cases in the next few weeks, no? And if it will be opened up and the transition from GCQ to NGCQ, then we're really facing a higher risk here of possible surge of cases.
And one souvenir shop in Maragondon, Cavite is beaming with pride as its hand-woven face mask becomes the first of its kind to be approved for community use by the DOST. 1PH's mobile journal, Pam Castro, has the story.
Social enterprise Likhang Maragondon in Cavite had just opened when the entire Luzon was placed under an enhanced community quarantine in March last year. Their sales immediately plummeted, leaving them with no choice but to temporarily let go of their employees.
Sobra akong nervous during that time. Hindi ko alam kung magkakaroon ka pa ba ng trabaho.
Dikit says the uncertainty of the pandemic pushed them to try their luck on a new product, the Habing Maragondon.
Nakita namin na nagkaroon ng face mask na binibenta sa market. So bilang meron kaming hand-woven na product, naisipan namin na gumawa rin ng version namin.
Hand-woven face masks saved their business, as well as their weavers and sewists who are mostly mothers. It did not take long before the product got recognized as the first local hand-woven face mask approved for community use. The Habing Maragondon face mask passed the Science and Technology Department's recommended minimum specifications for non-medical face mask. According to the DOST, certain parameters must be met for a cloth mask to be approved for community use.
Yung kanyang number of layers, yung water repellency, meaning yung sa labas, dapat siya ay tinatawag nating hydrophobic, patakot sa likido, sa liquid. Sa loob naman, absorbency. Sa pagsasalita mo, kapag ikaw ay umuubo, natatrap mo siya. Ang panglima, yung breathability.
Habing Maragondon face mask have 4 layers, 2 inner hydrophilic materials, 1 hydrophobic material, and an outermost local handloom woven fabric made of 40% upcycled thread from factory rejects. The face mask costs 350 pesos a piece. So far, the small-time business has sold 5,000 hand-woven face masks nationwide and even in other countries. Pam Castro, We Are One News.
NASA's Perseverance rover has successfully landed on Mars to search for signs of microbial life. As for a crewed or manned mission, scientists are still working out ways on how to make this possible. Let's take a look at their preparations.
Everybody says we should practice before we go to Mars, but some people say we need to practice on the moon. Well, you could practice on the moon, but you can do it at 1/10,000th the cost in the desert in Utah.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.